It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in just a couple of hours, roughly 4 hours from now, Nature Season 2, or actually Season of Nature 2, is going to go live. This is a 30-day activity. It's a season, a battle pass, if you will, and it's going to go live on 9 p.m. October 12th. That's 9 p.m. Central Time. Technically 2 a.m. October 13th, 2 a.m. UTC. And there's a bunch of tasks that you have to do. There is a free-to-play reward path and a golden ticket reward path. We're going to discuss both of those in a little detail in just a second. But I do want to mention, once we're done covering the basics of this season, I do want to share with you a clip from today's live stream where we discussed the crazy situation with the 1,000 Big Money Blue Balls or Titan Artifact Spheres that is going to be the replacement grand prize for those players that have already purchased or gotten lucky with all three of the base spirit totems, earth, fire, and water, getting them all the way to 6 stars. It's important for you to listen to this discussion, to kind of look at the different angles of it, to figure out why specifically, the actual official reason why they did it this way, and a little bit more in-depth discussion about that from the community. But first, let's discuss a little bit of Season of Nature 2, what we know so far. There is a link in the description box down below that's going to take you to the Nature Season 1 Wikipedia page. This is the Hero Wars Wiki. It's a great resource. It's fantastic. This webpage breaks down the first season. What we know now, according to LoadRunner, thanks LoadRunner for data mining stuff, by the way, what we know now is that the quests and rewards are exactly the same, with the exception of the grand prize for those players that are the whale spinners, right? So the rewards are exactly the same. You can click on the rewards tab right here and kind of scroll down to it. Check out all of the rewards that are available. The quests are exactly the same, including, you know, the 1-day quest, the 3-day quests, and the weekly quests. You can check all of those out, broken down by date, 1 all the way down to the 30 or whatever. You can take a look at those if you'd like. And the really important thing that everybody's been kind of waiting on is the cost of the Golden Pass. Now, it's not broken down on that Wikipedia page, but the Nature Season Golden Pass was, I believe, $18, like $19, $18.79 or something weird like that. The Golden Pass for Season of Nature 2 on Hero Wars Facebook and web is going to be $45 USD. That's 37 euros. And the gifting chain, if you buy a Golden Pass, if you want to buy one for a guildmate, that is $32.50 USD or 25.75 euro. But those are the basics. That's the basics. All you really need to do is log in every day, do the basic tasks, level up the battle pass, collect the rewards, and enjoy the free stuff. If you want to spend a little bit more to get a little bit more emeralds, Titan leveling resources, and ultimately a random totem fragment, it's going to cost you 45 bucks. Now, if you found this video helpful, please consider leaving a like. And now I want to talk to you about the discussion we had during the live stream today, going in depth into the 1,000 Big Money Blue Ball rant. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the thing that everybody wants to complain about today, and that is the Nature Season. The Nature Season announcement today that has everybody all freaking out, up in arms. Rightly so. The big announcement today is that the grand prize for Nature Season for those players that have a 6-star water, fire, and earth totem, all 3 totems maxed out, the grand prize has been changed from a silver totem fragment sphere, which is a random totem fragment. It has been changed to 1,000 Titan Artifact Spheres, which is the Big Money Blue Balls. Now, 1,000 Titan Artifact Spheres is worth 45,000 emeralds. I'm really bad at math, but 4,500 times 10 is 45,000, which is a drastic adjustment in the value of the totem fragments. The bad luck protection for totem fragments was like 280,000 emeralds. 280,000 emeralds down to 45,000 emeralds. Crazy. And even then, like if you do the math on 33, because that's what the random totem fragment was. Let's round up to 34 just for the sake of it. 34 times 1276 is about 43,000 emeralds. So that's actually where they're getting their value from. That's where the 45,000 emerald valuation comes from. Now, the problem with this, obviously there's a couple problems with this, you know. The people that have 3 6-star totems, they probably have opened enough of these artifact spheres, these Big Money Blue Balls, that they don't need most of the resources out of here. You know, on the other side of things, the 200,000 emerald reward for getting a totem fragment if you already have all 18, and the ability to give that totem fragment to another guildmate, those two options or something that was a nice congratulations, you've spent $4,000 on this game. Here you go. Do something nice for your guild, or do something nice for you, right? It was nice. It was it was a way to put a band-aid on the system instead of fixing the system. Instead of fixing the system, they allow you to do something with it. Other content creators are pushing for a 5,000 Titan artifact sphere reward, which I still feel is garbage. That's a lot of emeralds for 5,000 spheres, right? It's 45,000 times 5, whatever that is. I don't know. 220,000 something. I don't know. Something around there. 200 and something thousand emeralds. But it's still a resource that the people that have spent that much, they don't really want that resource. They absolutely do want the new crowns, the new seals, and the new weapons for the dark and light totem, darkness and light titans, I should say. They absolutely do want those. But the odds of you getting those specifically is really low, right? In the grand scheme of the rewards that you can get out of this sphere, like there's so many, like you can get all of these items out of there. I just don't think it's a good reward. 1,000 spheres, 5,000 spheres, I don't think it's a good reward. And for those of you that are curious, the unofficial, because I can't show the screen, I'm not going to show the conversation, the unofficial reason why this was changed was we wanted to reduce the total load on the support team, because they manually have to do the exchange. When a whale gets the totem fragment and wants to give it to another guildie or wants to get the 200,000, a support team member has to manually do that. There's not a trigger for it. There's no mechanism built into the game for it. And this was done to reduce the strain on the support specialists. 1,000 spheres can still get you no gain in Titan power. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. We can wait for it 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'll tell you this. Sunday night, I think I submitted a trouble ticket. Sunday night, I submitted a ticket. I have not even gotten an automated response back. Now, I do want to say this, and I don't want this to be misconstrued about me, taking Nexters or Hero Wars side in any of this, by the way. Like, I do not, like, this is a business. They're trying to make as much money as possible. That's the only thing I'm going to say in their defense. If players could buy $45, if players could spend $45 and then get 200,000 emeralds, what is 200,000 emeralds? Let's do some more math. 200,000 divided by, what is it, 1276. That's $157 value. So if I was a store, if I sold Monster energy drinks, if I sold those for $157, but somebody had a coupon to make it cost $45, would that be good business for me to keep it? That seems like a pretty dramatic discount. $45 for $157 worth of stuff. It's pretty dramatic. Pretty dramatic discount. I don't know what the percentage is on that. I don't know. It's like, 75% off or something crazy like that. Typical business, cut staff too far. Well, yeah. If they change it to those 5,000 spheres count towards their BLP, it might have some benefit, definitely. But Monster energy drink is $5. Yeah, it was a hypothetical. I'm not selling Monster energy drinks for $157. I'm not doing that. If I could sell Monster energy drinks for $157 each, I'll be right back. I'm running a Costco. I gotta buy some stock for my store. I mean, you can make all the arguments you want. I'm not happy about this. I don't think anybody's happy about this. The average player that doesn't have 18 fragments, you could pay a whale $45. Like, there's people in my guild that have all the totem fragments maxed. I could pay a guild member $45 for them to give me that totem sphere, right? I could do that. But the average player doesn't, this isn't going to affect the average player. It just seems like a really specific targeted thing. I don't have any idea about how many players have all 18 totem fragments. I have no idea how many players have all 3 of those totems maxed. I was debating somebody earlier, and I just threw off an exaggeration saying 0.01% of players, but obviously it's more than 0.01%. It's probably around 1% of players, maybe less than 10% of players for sure. Less than 10% of players that are active. Well, I bet you most of the inactive players that are still active, right, passively played by guild members, they probably are still around because they have such strong Titan teams. We were planning on helping get more guild members to max totems until the announcement. Yep, that's exactly right. Charlie, the problem with 1,000 spheres is that we can only open 10 at a time. That's actually going to be a nightmare. And that's actually something that I haven't thought about, Brian. Opening 1,000 spheres, opening 5,000 spheres 10 at a time. Whew.